You know what I like that Whedon did that the other two Hulk movies didn't do? Is they didn't make Hulk a hero.
What do you mean? Wasn't he a hero?
Now see, in the first two incarnations, whenever Banner transforms, it's because some antagonistic force is picking on him. So he's justified in transforming and carrying out some righteous smashing.
How is that different from the other movies? When he starts smashing, he's going through Chitauri like Hogwarts goes through Defense Against the Dark Arts teachers.
Because that's not the first time he hulks out.
The Whedon effect.
The Whedon effect.
Okay, we're in a comic book store and you're still out geeking everyone in here.
It's the Whedon effect. It's when he wants to instantaneously make someone the antagonist. Whedon knows how to do that in just seconds. You go after the heart.
That's why you get Jubal early.
To threaten Kaylee with rape, why you get Caleb to gouge out Xander's eye.
Okay, I'm pretty sure threatening anyone with rape makes someone a bad person, but I know where you're going with this, and it seems to me you're not talking about the alleged heart of the Avengers. When Hulk attacks Black Widow, the thing that makes her stick out is what's just outside her heart.
Wait, that's not fair. Captain America and Thor, they've got some pretty big boobs too.
Well, gender has nothing to do with it. Whedon always gets the villain to attack the weakest member of the team.
Easy, Lady Liberty. Whedon himself, purveyor of female rights, called her the weakest member of the team.
Oh, well, if Whedon said it. Oh, sorry, kinda. I'll pay for this.
Back to the original point, the Hulk in the Avengers is more like a werewolf for the first time. You don't know who he's going to attack. He's unpredictable, which is what the Hulk should be. It's awesome.
Well, if you like that, then there are a ton of other really good reasons why the Avengers really aren't good people.
Okay, if I were good at socializing with people, I wouldn't be in a comic book store.
In fact, the Avengers represent some of the worst aspects of American culture.
Is this what we're doing now? We're just allowing total strangers to dictate what we talk about?
This conveniently timed and oddly intelligent stranger does have a point.
Are we going to do this again? I had to put up with you guys bashing the X-Men. Now we're going after the Earth's mightiest heroes.
We're gonna attack American values.
Okay, I do like doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, do I have to be the one to point out that lately American and Canadian culture aren't that different?
Sam, if they hear you, they're gonna ship you to Winnipeg.
Who's they?
Get to the point.
Okay, well, let's start with the Hulk. Why do we like him?
Because he represents the dual nature that we all try to hide.
No, overcomplicated. 2 words, Hulk smash.
Well, you're both right. See, the Hulk represents what's just under the skin of every red-blooded American. Violence. Road rage. When Banner's confronted with an issue, is it the super intelligent scientist that solves the problem? No, it's the other guy. No, he's just every redneck with a shotgun just standing up for what he believes in.
It's true. Ang Lee's Hulk came out only months after 28 Days Later. It's like American pop culture couldn't get enough of personal angst.
Ang Lee's Hulk created angst. You guys are forgetting that in all of the Hulk movies, we see less Hulk and more Banner. And Banner's a pretty nice, sensitive guy.
Yeah, who has to hide who he truly is.
Exactly. A giant green rage machine.
No. Having to hide who he truly is a metaphor for the homophobia that runs rampant through America.
Holy crap, that's right! Banner even says when he's the Hulk, he's exposed like a nerve.
Holy double crap, that really touching part where he says,
"Oh, I don't every time get what I want."
that takes on a totally new meaning now.
I don't know about that. The things between Tony and Bruce got kind of hot.
They're just buddies. Besides, Tony's already with Pepper.
Yeah, well, maybe Tony's iconic goatee isn't his only beard.
I think you're jumping further than the Hulk can on that conclusion. You guys are forgetting that when the Hulk was created, he was a modern-day Jekyll and Hyde, sure, but he was really a warning against the nuclear age. That's it.
So the Fantastic Four, they were a warning against the space program?
I think they were a warning against shitty movie adaptations.
Okay, that's only one Avenger, though.
Well, what about the first Avenger? The best Avenger. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Did you say best?
Well, after Winter Soldier, the argument could be made. Are you gonna pay for that?
I'm just gonna put it with the Aquaman and no one will ever find it.
Kind of like Winnipeg.
I thought you'd be all over mocking Captain America.
It's pronounced Murica, and yeah, that guy literally covers himself in red, white, and blue, shoving American patriotism down our throats. And he fights Hydra and the Nazis, but he's like 10 times worse.
Worse than the Nazis.
He is the Ubermensch. Blue-eyed, blonde hair. Plus, we know there are a few token Black Avengers, but when it comes to the team that he leads on screen, red, white, and blue might be 2 colors too many.
Well, I don't remember Cap committing any genocide. Where's the C's?
Sure, but he's not exactly accepting or understanding. See, when Widow warns him not to get involved with the Asgardian brotherly quarrel, she tells him they're basically gods, to which he replies,
There's only one God, ma'am, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't dress like that.
right wing, Caucasian, religious zealot.
Not to mention misogynist. Not exactly representing the diverse America I know.
Plus, he's old.
Okay, so he represents the elderly, stubborn generation unwilling to change and accept the new ideals of today.
Kind of, but more about that list that he was making. Never heard of Steve Jobs? I feel like I'm gonna get a phone call from him like he's my grandpa asking how to load his iPod.
Iron Man was right. Everything special about Captain America comes out of a bottle. I mean, he's basically reinforcing the negative stereotype that everyone has to be beautiful. Who needs inner character when you've got 2% body fat?
And boobs.
And when he does become all studly, well, he didn't have to work for it. He took the easy way out. And that magical coffin that Howard Stark and Dr. Erskine put him in, it's basically the modern equivalent of steroids and diet pills that they sell on those late-nighty television commercials.
We could all use science like that now and again.
Wow, we didn't even touch on his overuse of militarism.
Well, he's not even the worst in that group when it comes to militarism. At least he was a soldier, not a warlord. Oh, sure, Tony Stark seems like a superhero, always looking out for the little guy, but let's not forget how he made his billions. Are we just supposed to forget the fact that he's a war profiteer because he fights the supposed right battles?
Sounds like the America I know.
But he had a change of heart. That's what makes the character great. No longer is he selfish. He makes technology for the betterment of all humanity.
Does he? Not only do we know in Age of Ultron that he's responsible for creating the Ultron artificial intelligence, but think of all the patents he's created, all of the gadgets, the clean energy. But does he share it with the rest of the world? No, only in Stark Tower. He's a selfish, capitalistic prick just like the rest of the privileged 1%.
And if you want to talk about being selfish and egotistical, he does crave attention like that self-centered YouTube generation out there today.
What's wrong with YouTube?
He's not entitled. Tony works his ass off to build, to create, to expand his influence. Oh my God, he does sound like America.
You know, as much as I like the character, you know the one that really reminds me of this entitled generation is Thor. He doesn't listen to his father, and he feels like he's more entitled than anyone. And Loki's no better. He's power hungry, he craves fame and fortune. See, the Odins could have been a great representation of today's modern family with an adoptive son. Instead, they reinforce how selfish children are in Western society.
Oh, now who needs help loading his iPad, Grandpa?
Well, doesn't he learn his lesson? Just like your argument with Iron Man. By the end of the first film, Thor appreciates his father.
Yeah, but only after he's lost everything. His power, his family, his homeworld. He's like the kid who lives at home until he's 30, until daddy comes along and takes all his toys away.
Thor and Loki need a spanking.
Ah, double standard.
I've got one for our sister of the holy feminism. What about Black Widow?
If you use the word quim, I swear I will beat you within an inch of your Whedon-loving life.
It's always the little ones.
She reminds me of my mother.
But you brought up the point about what a diverse melting pot North America is supposed to represent. But isn't America, even Canada, guilty of whitewashing their own culture?
Exactly. See, I see Black Widow as an immigrant who's ashamed of her culture. She's homogenized, no accent, she's white and beautiful, always looks down on her past. That's the scary truth about North American culture. There are people coming to our country who still feel they have to do that.
Okay, but that's not really her fault. That's part of her job anyway, to be a spy.
A spy with an American accent.
Ooh, what about Hawkeye?
See, it's a good thing we weren't in the restaurant. That'd be a health code violation.
Yeah, should we tell Kinda?
Yeah, she's got the door open. Hey, Kinda, you should close the door. The bug's getting in.
It's like Winnipeg in here. Right? Winnipeg.
What did you think of this episode of Night School? Let us know what you thought in the comment section below. This is how old people type too. Maybe you're an old person typing. That's okay. Just let us know. And click like and click the playlist down there because you can see more Night School episodes. Even better, click subscribe up here because then you can know when new Night School episodes come out.